So in this video, I tried a lot of Rogue Energy's kind of flavors, and it's one of those things that when it comes to this market, there is many. There's G Fuel, Rogue Energy, I've seen Game something, I can't remember from the top of my head. So when I was looking, I wanted to actually start trying this because I was kind of sick of getting all the Monsters and Red Bull, and when it comes to the cost of them all, it came to way more than I'm spending now. So I thought it would be a good idea to find the best one, or what I think is the best one, try out their flavors and make a video on just in case if people want to buy it themselves. So when it comes to Rogue Energy, the reason I decided it is because when I was looking through and finding all the energy drinks, I seen G Fuel and Rogue Energy kind of coming up as the two best to try. And then I went to both their websites and I wanted to pick my order. So I tried to get as many flavors as possible so I can do an unboxing, which I have done if you want to watch that video. And I also then wanted to try out as many flavors as possible before I figured out which tub I'm going to get. And when it came to both, Rogue Energy was the better one, mainly because it was 30 quid extra, but I got a little bit less, where on this one I'm getting a total of 10 flavors to try out, and I got one of the cups, or the cups mug things, the mixer shaker thingies, and then I got a tub of one of the flavors because I was like, I'm pretty sure this is the flavor I'm going to get. So in this video, I will be going over the 10 I opened and giving my actual thoughts and opinions on all 10 of these. But before I start, I have to say, this is not sponsored. These are my actual honest opinions, but I do have an affiliate link with them, which is in my bio. And if you use WeCJ, you get 10% off. But I'm not letting that sway my decision, because so far everything that Rogue's done has been legit. I did have to pay import tax, but it was like 18 quid, which I thought with the product I got was fine anyway. And then I got a lot of stuff for the price I've gotten, and I've been super happy with it. But this is a honest to God, my thoughts and opinions on all 10 flavors. So you don't have to worry about kind of like me going like, this is the best. It's an honest opinion. So the first one I tried was the Dragon Fruit Mango. When I got this and put it in, I shook it around and you could still see the little kind of dragon fruit bits, you know, the little red seeds that come with them. And I gave it a smell, and it smelled more mangoey than dragon fruity, but when I tried it, it tasted more dragon fruity than mangoey. My biggest problem with this one as a whole was when it comes to the sachets, I think they put just enough to give you a taste, where because you put like a lot of water in, the flavor wasn't that strong. So I'd say the best thing to do with this one is to get the little tester. If you enjoy the flavor, get a tub and then add just a little bit more, because it's one of those things. It is a strong flavor. It is very nice. However, I found the drink in the little sachet to be very weak. So overall, I'm giving this a 6.2. The next one I tried was Strawberry Kiwi. Now, when it came to this one, I couldn't really taste or smell the kiwi at all. It was very strawberry, but that's really it. It was kind of one of those drinks with that when I drank it, I was like, this is nice, but I won't go out of my way to get it. So it's one of those things where like if I was in someone's house and they were like, here, have this, I would drink it. I'm like, this is nice. But if I seen it in the shop, I would just be like, yeah, whatever. So I gave this one a 5.2. The next one I tried is Grape Popsicle. This one I had high hopes for because I thought it was going to be amazing. When I put it in, it looked kind of like, you know, those space bath bombs, like it was very purpley and you could see the bit spin around, even though I gave it a good shake. The smell was the first bit that was kind of off-putting. I didn't really like the smell. It kind of wasn't the best smell. And then when I drank it, I was very disappointed in this one. It kind of more tasted like, do you know the wooden sticks of like a Twister or something? Like it did have that ice lolly taste. The grape was there, but it wasn't like overpowered. It more would just taste of like the wooden stick of an ice lolly more than a grape popsicle, if that makes more sense. So it's like if someone actually had a grape popsicle and then you licked the wooden stick of it for some reason. So I gave this one, and it's probably the worst one out of them all, a 1.8. So this one I didn't get a little sachet of. This is the one I bought in the tub because I love sour sweet. I absolutely love sour sweets. I always get them. They don't affect me now because of how many I've eaten in my life. So this is the one I was like, I'm pretty much guaranteed to enjoy. It is absolutely amazing. The only thing I would say is it's not that sour. Whenever I make one of these, because I have the tub, I fill the water for the amount, but I give like maybe a full spoon and then a quarter, because I find it's very weak just with the spoonful. So I do really like this one. This is the one I recommend, and I gave it an 8.8. The next one is Raspberry Peach. This one was just kind of more of a, if you handed it to me when it's the peach drink, I did not smell, did not taste really the raspberries. I think because of the pouch, again, it was more weaker than it should be. So if anyone from Rogue is watching this, I'm gonna say put maybe a little bit more, but it's one of those things where it was good, not amazing. I actually shared it, like I shared most of these with my partner, and she gave this one like a 5 and I gave it 5.3 because it was quite a good flavored peach. So overall we decided together a 5.2 because it wasn't the best, but it wasn't bad, if that makes sense. It was just kind of like a peach drink. So if you like peach, I recommend this one. You're not really gonna be getting much raspberries. And then I tried the pink lemonade one. The pink lemonade one was more weird. It more was like, do you know when you have like a sore throat or a cold or something and you got those sachets and one of them was like a raspberry or lemonade-y one and then the other one's orange? It more tasted like that one. So it smelled and tasted more like the medicine than, like the lemonade medicine, than the actual like pink lemonade drink. So it's one of those things where if it's one of those things that whenever you get a cold, you're like, oh cool, I get that Lepsit lemon drink, you're gonna love this one. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of them, so I personally gave this like a 5.2 because again, it was nice, but it was just like more of a medicine taste than anything else. So when I bought these, there was 3 flavors I was excited for, which was Blood Cherry, the Rocket Pop, and then the sour one. So when it came to the Rocket Pop one, I was so excited for this one. It was one of the last ones I tried. We poured it in. It was a really cool looking blue. It looked absolutely amazing. The smell of it though kind of reminded me of, do you know them chemicals that you put in the pool to make sure that the pool is clean? So I smell it, didn't really like the smell. I tasted it, it more just tastes like chemicals than anything else. I find this to be absolutely horrible, and I think mainly my biggest problem with it is I got my hopes up for this one and it tasted rotten. I gave it a 3 because it did kind of taste like Rocket Pop, but it was kind of like, I don't know, too chemical. It wasn't nice in my opinion, and I apologize for any Rogue Energy people watching this and not liking my opinion. And now we're on the Pina Colada one. This one I wasn't sure fully how I felt. If you handed me it and went, taste this, I would just be like, this is just slightly meh. It was very pineapple-y, so I would have actually just thought it was a pineapple drink with a hint of other stuff, but it wasn't nice. Now, it could have been one of those things that I don't like pina coladas, so I probably put this, but again, this is my opinion. Because I don't like pina coladas, I gave this a 4.5. However, it's one of those things where if you like pina coladas, I'm pretty sure it tastes like a pina colada. So I would say get the sachet, give it a try, and if you do like it, then get the tub. Because again, you would probably be more of an expert on pina coladas if you like them more than I am. And then the Blood Orange. Blood Orange was actually surprisingly really good. So when I smell it, it just smelled like kind of, do you know like the bottom of a Club Orange or bottom of the Fanta where all the bits have gotten to the bottom and it's more orangey than like the top? It's kind of like that, but it actually more was like biting into like a big orange. It was really good. I was thinking when I got this like it would just be like a normal orange drink like Club Orange or Fanta or something like that, but it was really strong, which was a lot of these was their weaker side. They were kind of weak flavors, but this one was really strong. I really did like it. It really did taste orangey, and I gave this a 7.2. This is one that I would probably get if, like, do you know, like if they do 3 sachets again, I'd probably just be like Blood Orange because I want a tub, of the other two I really like. And then finally, I know I said blood cherry, but black cherry was my favorite. It kind of was like, do you remember those Dib Dabs where there was the orange, the cherry, and then the stick? It was literally like a watered down version of the cherry thing. So I thought, and I might actually try this out, buying one of them and just getting it and doing the same. So putting it in the cup, mixing it and drinking it, because it was really, really good. The only downfall with it is, like most of these, it was because of the sachet, you didn't get much in it, that I found it to be very weak. So I think that is kind of like a downfall with these, because it's one of those things that if you want to buy a tub and you try the sachet and you're like, oh, it's always going to be this weak, you might not buy the tub. Where if you actually get a good amount or a good dose, you will probably end up buying the tub. When it comes to all of these, majority are good. I'm happy with a lot of them. There was the two icicle or popsicle ones that I didn't enjoy. I got my hopes up, thought they were meh, but I will be buying more and hopefully doing an unboxing, because there is also another shaker that when I bought it, like 3 days later, they released a new shaker that was way better. And I was kind of not annoyed because it's how it works, but I was kind of like, damn. But I will be getting another tub of the sour one, and I will be getting the tub of black cherry, because they both are really, really good. I was really, really happy with my purchase overall, and I gave the black cherry an 8.8, mainly because it was weaker. I will probably change that if I got a tub of it. Now that I've gone over all 10 of the flavors, let me know which one actually had your interest when it came to me going through them. And also, if you want to try them out, I have an affiliate link in my link tree. They're in all my bios or anything like that. Or if you want, I will personally send you the link itself. If you use WeCJ, you get 10% off. And the one thing I like about this type of stuff is that even though I have an affiliate link and I have like my own code for people to get a discount, I can talk about the product of how legit it is. So I really loved working with them so far, and hopefully get to do more, and hopefully I didn't annoy anyone from Rogue's Energy being like, you talked bad about the popsicle ones, naughty naughty. And also, if anyone from Rogue is watching this, I'm looking for, do you know the grey with the green and grey lady on it, and then the two black cherry and sour one. I will be buying it either way, but if you want to hook a boy up, hook a boy up. And if you like this video, I also have an unboxing for when the stuff arrived here. I make mainly Magic the Gathering content, but I do like kind of going off into different things. So I have Magic the Gathering content here, and then a cute little sub button that I think you should hit right here. And I will see you all in the next video.